Don't blink, it's your boy Ink. Welcome to another show. We're doing well, having a wonderful day on this 26th February 2025. Today is a very emotional video. It's a very weird video to make. I'm going to have a couple of reasons as to why. Once again, you guys are doing well on this 26th February. It's your boy Ink. See, I don't want to do this video. So it's such a weird thing. A couple of days ago, I was talking about mental health, right? And then I realized I was in a funk of not so much wanted to make content, right? It was a case of what is wrong with me? What is going on? And again, please, before we even start with this video, please understand, this is not playing victim. This is not a cry for help. I'm not depressed. I'm not in a position of distress. I'm good. I'm okay. It's just you had a depression and you recognize the sign of depression. It's like I'm gonna go far. But I find this the basic example. It's like a pregnant woman. She'll know when she's pregnant because things will happen that happened before. So she'll recognize the sign of being pregnant, right? And then recognize the sign of being depressed. And I was like, no, that's not it. And then I thought I was of burnout, but then I'm not even working, or I'm working a lot less. For example, right now we're not working. Okay, so that's not true. We're yes, kind of true. So we're working and yeah, it's stupid. I'm working and taking clips from Twitch to put them on YouTube. So basically, click that, right? Create a date, download it, upload it. Download, upload, download, upload, download, upload. So that's what we're doing the whole day. We're doing 80 of these. I got a ton of games to play. We got Raz, dva, tri, четыре, пять, шесть, семь, восемь. We have 8 games to play. 8 freaking games to play. However, most of these are AFK or Gacha or Idle, so it's not a big deal. And while we're playing, the reason as to why is because we're gonna go really deep now. There's gonna be a lot of this is a long video. I'm warning you, this is gonna be a really long video. If you don't like longer form of content, you don't have to watch this. This is just a private video. And I love you guys. I do like having you guys with me, but it's more so a video that I do it for myself than I'm doing it for other people. And again, I think that it's important. Easy. I find it very therapeutic to have this conversation with yourself, right? However, and again, I'm not judging, but I also I would find myself in a sorry state if I was talking to myself, right? So those videos are kind of like a session with a doctor that is myself. And the reason why we're doing this, right? The reason why we're doing this is there's been a lot of people come to me lately. I don't know why. They're coming to me for advice, and I'm always having a easy time giving them advice. Now most of these people are younger, so I'm like, okay, well, it was funny that you set up because I've been there, right? So I know how to deal with the situation, and I'm going to tell them. Somebody asked me this morning, that's the true story. And he asked me this morning, you're always so confident. Do you have tips on public speaking? And I'm like, and I told the person, I'm the last person that you should ask. I have no clue what I'm doing, but I know the person. They're a friend of mine, so I'm like, you know what? I'm going to help you because that's what friends do, right? And that person was always nice to me. So if that's the first time they're asking for something, if I can help them, it'll be my pleasure to help them. Sorry, we're playing 3 times the tower because again, we're a busy bee. So I'm having such a easy time helping them, and having a hard time helping myself. So maybe I have to talk about myself. And then I don't know if it's ADHD. I think it's ADHD. But weirdly speaking, I was watching procrastinating. And I was watching on Instagram, and I'm following this. I don't know the name of the couple. I know their daughter name is Ellie, and she's super fucking cute. And with Ellie, it was a video where who's gonna say first? It's gonna be Dada or Mama. And again, this is gonna be a hard to follow videos. But ADHD, baby, ADHD. So I go in and I'm listening to what they're saying, and she says Dada. So as a dude, and again, I'm not trying to be misogynistic, but whenever a baby says Dada first, it's a huge win. It's a fucking huge win for every single father out there. And I raised my glass to this fine gentleman that was called Papa first, or Dada. Okay, Papa, Dada, same shit. And then I was like looking at the comments, and I saw comments that was really, really interesting. And that comment, and again, I'm not saying that's true. I'm not saying that that's factual. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that's what I wrote. That's what I read. I don't know if it's true, but it made sense. She's saying that at first because she still has this physical connection as a baby, meaning that possibly the baby knows, okay, I'm coming from my mom. I was in her belly, you know. So there's still this connection, this almost symbiosis, right? This symbiote, and it's funny because today we were listening to Simple Act of Giving Up. In the end result, if I remember correctly, Simple Act of Giving Up. Again, this is how crazy life is. This is possibly the brilliance of ADHD and how much it's helping me. So we're gonna go with a simple act of giving up. And if you don't believe me, well, there is a video that I filmed today on that date, today 6. And the simple act of giving up, which was a song released. YouTube has stopped putting in when this song was released. Okay, so 9 years ago. But 9 years ago, but no. It's 15 years ago. One of the first song of one of those first song of Hassan Kill, but they were still looking for themselves. Simple Act of Giving Up, great song. But I'm gonna go with a minute 30, I think. Too early. Night through the queens of souls, and I'm the pack. Aha. Then I was listening to this song, right? And we were talking about symbiosis. And it's funny because me and Kyle, one of my good friends, Silver's about tree. If you don't follow him, please do. Dude's fucking amazing. And I was in. This is gonna be such a complex video, so I'm telling you, you're gonna have a hard time following. I have a hard time talking about it. And it was talking about the symbiote in Venom, right? Because he used a filter of Venom, and I was like, oh, that's so cool. But you look prettier with the Venom filter on, just fucking with you. And it's something I do. Like I said, for example, I had my boy Shao. My boy Shao did a story. I'm gonna show you the story because it's too funny. I'm gonna try to get it without Godspeed, Omi. But the Pinoy charm, you're good. And he was doing this, right? I'm like, what the fuck are you doing, dude? So it's just a one of my the way of showing love is to tease. Funny thing is, it's a spoiler for the rest of the video, but today we had one of the first TikTok stream where I had some guests, and it was one of my favorite TikTok stream. So again, with the baby and the mom. Oath and Parasite, right? So they had a symbiotic relationship where the baby still felt one with the mom, and they were talking about how seeing Dada, right? By seeing Dada, you're like, okay, well, it's a different person. So maybe this is how ADHD works. You're gonna make studies on that fucking video on the craziest mind, or when I'm gonna be a serial killer. Of course, we talk about cereals, the food, not the person. I don't know why you talking about the person. I'm a nice guy. I'm a swell guy. I'm an even person. Stole that from what's his name? Sam Hyde. Like I don't fucking know this shit. I'm a genius. So I go in and maybe the fact that I'm a symbiote with myself is not enabling me to find these advice and use them for myself. Oh, these are good for others, but not for myself. But maybe if I'm able, just like the baby, the fucking baby, to differentiate myself from a person that's trying to help myself, maybe I can help, right? Now, of course, it's advice. And then you ask me, a baby doesn't understand, right? But a baby does. A baby will do more nurture versus nature. You put a puppy in the pool, the puppy will swim, right? You put a baby in the pool, and the baby will swim. Now, technically speaking, why is that? Is because the placenta is filled with liquid, and the baby is basically swimming while it is creating. The fetus is swimming, so it has this innate nature for being in the water or in liquid, right? So maybe just like the baby, maybe nature-wise, I'm not able to give myself advice, right? And so yeah, so it's a really trying thing, and that's why I hate about doing those videos, because if I was done this video, yeah, see, it's so complicated, it's so complex. Because I went all of the way here just to talk about how maybe I need to make this video to film myself. That way, I'm seeing the mirror. It feel like a different person. Because I feel like a different person, I will listen to the advice of that different person. If I was talking to myself in my brain or out loud, I wouldn't care about it. But since I'm filming it, then maybe there's a different sensation. Maybe there's a different response or emotional response, right? So the reason why I'm pissed off that we're doing this video now is because uh, I've had guests on TikTok, and it was possibly one of my biggest, not my biggest emotionally, yeah, one of my biggest, one of my best, one of my nicest, one of the most pleasant. Pleasant is the perfect synonym, perfect recap of that live. I had Kyle, so it was a lot tree. We had Epic Gamer Moment, Grayson. We had a new Anna. She seemed really kind, but I just met her today. And she's super kind, so it was actually really cool. And it was only 20 minutes, so that I had that much positivity in 20 minutes is kind of crazy, right? But again, I took a break, and I was in a funk, and I don't know why right now. And it's crazy because I should be so happy that I had this moment, because I had this moment. My funk is for now kind of gone, right? So like, why are you complaining? But then this video, this concept of suffering, this concept of emotional pain, or not emotional pain, but emotional turmoil instead, it is very therapeutic, as they say, right? So I should be doing that video nonetheless. And of course, I could have canceled that video because I'm doing good right now. But even today, this morning, I felt like in a funk, right? And I was talking about the work that I do, right? So for Twitch, super quick recap. Twitch has came out with this came out of the closet. I think Gay Pride, I guess. With this new rule of 700 hours. No. Ink. Have a sip of coffee. Have a deep breath. Right? Not a sponsor, but hey, who knows? One day maybe this Melis and company will sponsor me. So TikTok Twitch came out with this new rule that you can only have 100 hours of saved files. For example, clips or VODs. Your boy, bit of an overworker, bit of a busy bee, has 700 hours. So right now, what I have to do is I have to take out the content and put it away. Now, I have to the 15th of April, so I'm still lucky. But it's still a problem. So now, this is where we're going. Now, you see, I talk about A, B, and C, and it didn't make a lot of sense, right? But it did make a lot of sense, because at the end of the day, all of these led to one another. Yep. Okay, we didn't break anything. That's a miracle. It's a fucking blessing. So I was talking about how I've been doing that, and it's not a lot of work. It's not a lot of like waiting. So you have to. It's complicated. I'm allowed 100 clip per day. I do 70. That way I have space for this game, the 8th game that is there, and how much I want to play, etc. Right? But basically speaking, so what ends up happening is I need game. Understatement. Why do I need games? Because I'm fucking boring myself to death. Right? I'm watching, and it's a blessing, I'm watching fucking 10 hours a day of fucking Shameless. And I love Shameless. But I don't think there's a show that's meant to be. We're not 2012, we're not 2014 when Netflix came out. We don't need to binge watch shit. Okay, we get a life outside of that. But it's just boring because I know I'm spending 10 hours, and after that I'm tired. I don't want to make videos. I'm in a funk, right? So I was in a funk because I made too much content last year. Healed a little bit, led to a burnout. It healed from the burnout. Then out of the burnout, we had a phase. It's not a phase, Mom. We had a phase. Why every time I say that, I got your picture. I'm coming with you, dear Maria. Count me in. There's a story at the bottom of this bottle, and I'ma sing. But you get down all time low. Yeah, they did a song lately, which was Monster. Not Monster, How Can I Feel? Pictures right here. But Monster, with Demi Lovato, which goes somewhere along the lines of, ooh, we have no more storage. So we have to be cautious with that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna check my trash. Because your boy has a tendency to delete shit but not empty the trash. Why are we doing that? Why do we do anything in life, right? Why do we fill up the trash? Because we're too lazy to put garbage outside anymore. So we put up in trash, and then we're gonna go like, oh, maybe I should take out the trash. It's starting to smell. If there was no smell, nobody would take care of the trash. Facts, not facts. Does it matter if it's a fact or no? I don't think it does. Here I go again. That he's bound. And if I couldn't tell a lie, I promise to tell my dad I'm miserable. But thanks for all the sacrifice. Cause I'm ashamed of the thing that I said. They take me out, cause I'm a mess when I'm alone. And if anyone can help. See, this is Simple Act of Giving Up, which is fantastic. This is a new song that they released. Monster, Demi Lovato with Blackbeard, which is fucking phenomenal. Why? Okay, so where I'm not gonna listen to that because I might be getting copyrighted. We've been playing with fire. Just call me a pyromaniac, because I'm not getting burned. So yeah, and then you wonder why I'm confused when I make videos, because I'm like one confusing fella. Luckily for me, I'm actually pretty good. So I made those videos, right? And we've been in this funk, and I've been in this funk, and I've healed. Of course, I've healed, but then I came back to it, right? And I came back to it, and we started filming, and it was felt so freaking good. And then I was like, okay, well, it's winter. So the winter. Okay, so it's kind of simple, but the winter is actually the best period for make content because when I'm out, when it's summer, I want to go out, right? I have my skateboard. The world is mine. The world is mine. Uh, but when there's winter, I want to stay in and film content, right? So streams and shit like that, right? When I can because now Twitch won't let me. So I needed a game like that. I needed, and that's where we're going. Since I kind stream, I have more games because why do I have more games? Because I'm working more at home. I'm doing more stuff. So it's annoying because you have to download something, you have to wait until it downloads, then you have to upload, and you have to wait until it's uploading, then you have to re-download, and then we have to wait, etc. You do it 4 times because it's 15 videos maximum upload. But that's not finished because you have to change your name, right? You have to change the date. You have to make them public, right? You don't want to do it all at once because then people are gonna get why you're spamming content because fucking Twitch. But you cannot test that because it sounds like excuses, right? When I said that, what is the first thought that you had? Excuses, right? Cool. So we get into a funk. Now that funk was propulsated by a show called One Piece. One Piece, I had to watch 50 episodes in 2 weeks. I'm a lazy dude, so I waited until the last seconds. Then I had to wait. I had to watch 30 episodes in the span of 2 days. That's 15 show a day. I don't know if you're good at math, but 15 show a day is around 7 hours and a half. Right? But then luckily for you, you had the time and a half. You put the speed at 1.5. You put the speed at 1.5 and then you realize that you have 5 hours per day. Right? And then you say 5 hours per day is nothing, right? I can take a day off. Then you realize that you have to watch 12 hours because you're a lazy fuck. I did the One Piece. And One Piece, it was hard. Now with Shameless is easier because Shameless still have a bunch of moments where it's just Shameless being shameless, and then narratively speaking, we're doing that. Why am I doing that? Because I like to recap. Why am I doing that? Because I like for myself to remember things. If I don't do a recap, then I watch shows. Technically speaking, I watched shows like Trailer Park Boys 10 times because I fucking love that show, but because I didn't pay attention 8 times out of those 10 times, after that I'm watching the show, it's a new beginning, right? But can you really enjoy your show and not pay attention to it? That's harder. That's a hard thing to do. But in the funk, because it's always working and working and working, and the work changed. Then again, I had this conversation with you guys about a week ago. It's the guy that's on the floor working and cleaning aisle or filling up aisles. That's like a grocery store. Why am I talking about a grocery store? Well, because it's the best example. So a grocery store, we all know what it is. A grocery store, we all been there. A grocery store always have different products. A grocery store always have different prices. So with different products and different prices, right? You're giving the illusion of change. You're giving the illusion of change and the fact that it's always reincarnation. It's always changing because there's a new product. Always changing because there's a price. But the aisle don't change. The employee don't change. The location of the place don't change. You're being hypnotized by fucking prices loadouts, right? And then when you see that, oh, there's a 33% discount, you're amazed, but then you don't even know the price of the thing. So you just believe in people that are after your money, right? So you go to this grocery store thinking that this is a place of savings, right? It's not. It's not, right? Why am I talking about this in content? Well, this thing is the same thing. I had a person, Michael, come in yesterday and comment on one of my videos saying, hey, dude, I'm sorry I didn't comment on your video. And I'm like, dude, you don't owe me shit. I'm grateful that you comment, but if you don't want to comment, don't comment. I don't care. And I love that guy, but at the same time, I don't want him to feel obligated to me. You don't owe me shit. It's not a question of, oh, dude, it's not like you owe me something. You don't owe me stuff, right? And with the grocery store, it's the same thing. It's the exact same thing. You don't have to buy something that you don't need because there's a discount. But since you have this illusion of, oh, there's a good discount, of, oh, I have to help my friend, you're going to be pushed to do things that you don't necessarily want to do. It's not even a question of what am I supposed to do. It's a question of what I do. It's not a question of what am I supposed to do. It's a question of what do I think I need to do. Right? Do I honestly think that I need to watch 10 hours of Shameless per day? No. Do I honestly think that out of the 6,000 of clips that I have, I can give away 1,000? I can allow 1,000 to be deleted without fucking stressing out? I work too hard. That's my choice. Twitch said like, no, you have too much. Fun fact: I put in 300 hours when I started making content, writing erotica, writing porn. Yeah, your boy was writing porn. Gay sex. No, I'm joking, but hey, would probably be a market, right? And then I was writing on this application called Wattpad, right? And Wattpad from the day to day, they're saying, you know what? Fuck you. We're gonna delete your shit, right? Now, I was pissed because I put so much time in. I was pissed because this was the place I was the most popular at. Nobody knew me on TikTok. Nobody knew me on Twitter. Not on Twitter. Sorry, on YouTube. Nobody knew me on freaking Instagram. Nobody knew me on Twitch, right? People somehow knew me on Wattpad, and it was the recognition, right? There's a certain attraction to being recognized when you do something. And again, I think that has to do with his funks too. Talking about funk, right? Why I wasn't in funk. I don't care about the results. I don't care if the video has 1,000 views. I don't care if the video has 2 views. Funny thing is, you didn't tell me that's a lie, right? But it's not. So I'm gonna have a video. I'm gonna post a video, right? And I'm not gonna get views. And a lot of people will say, "Fuck, I'm not gonna get any views." Why? But the reality is, you watch the content, you watch your analytics, right? And you know that the video that you posted 5 months ago has been doing really well. And the video that you posted 5 months ago is now at 1,200 views. And you ask yourself, what happened, right? And the answer is nothing. Nothing. God lets the magic work. We live in a society where we want everything now. Here now. I want to order this food. I want to eat at a restaurant. I'll Uber eat it. I'll pay double, but I'll get it. I want to get this thing at Amazon. I'm not going to check if there's some place next to my house that sell it at a low price. I'm going to buy it right away. Now, there's nothing wrong with that. But this is a society, and this is pattern behavior. Pattern behavior is the thing that you think are normal, but they're not normal. Thing that you think that are normal, but they're more so repeated pattern. You grew up watching your father hit your mother, right? Don't worry, my father couldn't hit my mom because they were divorced. And it's nuts because you grew up watching that and you think it's normal, so you're going to repeat that behavior. Not because you think it's fair, but because you saw that growing up, right? No, I'm not saying this is a automatic, but I'm saying there's a large amount of cases. a lot of people that were abused as children will tend to be abusive. Um, so with that, and it's not because when you realize that you don't care about the views, you don't care about anything, it's very weird. It's very weird because it's nice that people, like for example, today I had a live, and again, if I didn't do the live, I wouldn't have had that speech. The fact that we did a live, and in that live, I had people that I love come in and just talk to me, right? And it was nice. I'm like, okay, cool, cool, cool. And there was a stream of 30 minutes, right, which was short and sweet. I would have wanted more, but we had a tournament, which is here, here, and here, still going on. I thought we were making content, right? So those people, and the fact that they're grateful, and they're saying, "Hey, that's a good job, that's a good video," and I'm like so grateful because when I do the video, I'm not looking for a pat on the back, right? For example, today I had a fight with my father. I had a fight with my father because when I left the home, I wish I was joking, I wish I was lying, but I'm not. 12 years ago, I didn't end up on the best of terms. And we had a little argument today because my stepmom, she made a comment that wasn't really nice, right? And I'm like, what the fuck is up with that? And then my father was like, oh yeah, but when you left the house, things were not okay. Okay, but that was 12 years ago. She made that comment yesterday, right? I don't understand. There's no can people change, right? Then again, you just like that. It's okay. You live and let live, right? So with the content, I'm not doing it for praises. I don't need praises, but when you do get them, you're like, holy shit, that's kind of nice, right? And you have to be careful not to get addicted or depressed when you don't get praises, because that can lead to toxic behavior of, oh, you didn't praise me, so what I'm doing is not good. No, that's not what happened. So pretty much it. So with the funk, and of course it's a positive thing, but the funk, it's so weird because the funk, and I was asking myself, right? And the funk was created by myself checking my pictures. My picture where I saw a whole year of fucking thumbnail in a couple minutes. And I'm like, holy shit, this is how much videos I made. This is how much sacrifice I had, right? But then, for some reason, this affects you because you're making video because you like it. You're making video because you have a passion. You have a passion. You fucking love making videos, right? And it's your passion, it's your dream, right? You're not getting results. And then you don't care because you don't get results because you're not looking for results. But are you not looking for results because you don't get results, or because this is how you truly feel? Right? Talk about pattern behavior. Talk about discount in a grocery store. Oh, there's a discount here. I don't really need the product, but when is the next time I'm going to have a discount? It's never. Chances are, you don't need it now, you don't need it tomorrow. Right? There'll never be a discount. There'll never be a need for that product. You understand that? Cool. We understand that. We understand each other. Cool. So it's possibly an excuse, right? Because it's an excuse, this is bad behavior. This is negative behavior. This is toxic behavior that leads to somewhere else. Like, oh, well, fuck you. See, I've had comments, right? And some of the comments, I'm like, well, fuck you. But then I had another comments, and they're saying the same thing, but it's the person that I care and love. So I'm like, oh, okay, well, the same comment is the same advice, right? So the advice was good from a friend, but it wasn't good from a stranger. But it's the same advice. So it's kind of like a touchy subject, but again, that's life, right? And then the funk is created because you watch all that, and you're not sure why you're doing this. You're not sure why you're doing this. So you're doing this because you love making videos, right? But then you realize just how much you sacrifice, right? And just how much you sacrifice led you to a burnout, right? And you see the burnout and you're like, holy shit, I don't want to get back there, right? I still want to make video, but I'm not willing to make sacrifice anymore, right? Now, again, the sacrifices are a simple plot. The more complex plot, the more complex concept is risk and reward. I risk my mental health for a reward, right? You see those people as fucking Big Brothers. You see those people as fucking X Factor. That's how old I am. They're giving up the sanity for whatever reason, right? They're giving up the sanity for XYZ. There is XYZ. When I think about making videos, there's only an X. It's fun. Now the problem with fun is it's not quantifiable. Fun, once again, fun is not quantifiable. I can watch corn and I have fun. I can eat a slice of pizza and I have fun. I can grab the phone and call a friend and I have fun. You can play a video game, watch a movie, and have fun, right? All of those there's no risk. There's only rewards. Me eating a slice of pizza, there's no risk. Me watching a movie, there's no risk. Me watching porn, no risk. Me calling a friend, hopefully there's no risk, right? But you're making videos and you're sacrificing your time, your mental health, right? Blood, sweat, and tears, baby. Blood, sweat, and tears. So you tell yourself, I'm not willing to make that sacrifice, right? Because you're not willing to make the sacrifice, you don't have the same motivation that you used to have, right? And because you don't have the same motivation that you used to have, you feel like a funk, right? So it's sad because, for example, you wanted to make you wanted to go for a triathlon, right? You wanted to go for a triathlon, but then again you got hurt and you injured your shoulder. For whatever reason, you got injured, right? Now you injured your shoulders, and now you understand that swimming is gonna be hard, right? So you're gonna be doing a marathon, because the marathon you don't need your shoulder, right? With the content, I hurt my mental health, right? And instead of doing a triathlon, which is content creation, posting, managing, right? I hurt my mental health, so creating was hard. Managing was still good. Uploading was still good. Now, you may have noticed something. You may have noticed, if you follow the channel closely, or if you've been around for a while, you may have noticed that there's days where there's no new content, and all the content that you see is previous content. Now, admittedly, that previous content wasn't posted, so it's brand new content, right? It's brand new content in the concept of never before seen. Brand new content in a sense of date, there's none, right? And you tell yourself, well, at least I'm getting content, right? But at the same time, there's no creation. So you're getting management, and you're getting a habit of posting every single day. I still have a shit ton of videos. I do not have a shit ton of videos. So there's improvement, right? Now, just to show you, again, we're going back to the Twitch, right? So imagine, okay? Just imagine, right? And again, I'm not playing victim, I'm not complaining, please understand that. But again, I have 6,000. Well, no, that's not true. We have 522 hours of content on Twitch that I never posted. I have about 200 hours of content that I never posted, right? I have about 90 hours of content that I never posted. That's 300 hours, right? So those 300 hours, why would I make more videos when I have this, right? Well, there's a very simple thing. And the very simple thing is a different mindset, right? So I started with this video saying I wish I didn't have to make this video, or I wish I made this video yesterday. If I made a video yesterday, it would have been a very different video. It would have been a very different mindset, right? Not because I'm doing good today, because I'm doing better today. The video is different, right? But the concept is still the same. The subject of the video is still the same, right? Cool. Excellent. So yeah, so with the funk. And then what ends up happening is and again, I think it's a question of intelligence. And I'm not saying you're dumb. I'm not saying that you're smart. There's a question of intelligence, though. The question of intelligence is, what is my intelligence? Where it lies? Does it lies in the prepping, right? Shao. I was talking about Shao today. I talked about Shao a couple minutes ago. Well, about 20 minutes ago. Fuck, it's a long video. And Shao, he has this vision. He has this extreme talent. He has this extreme fucking talent when it comes to pictures. Shao, I swear to God, he showed me a picture. He took a picture of a mushroom, right? And he's not a druggie. He's not a junkie. I'm not saying there's something wrong with that, but I'm saying he's not. He took a mushroom, a picture of a mushroom, and an animal bite it. The animal wasn't there, but there was a bite out of the mushroom, right? And then he took a picture of the mushroom, because the mushroom was still on the ground, right? And he added a filter that was kind of like a zoomy, kind of like a alternate reality, right? And it was beautiful because he did that. He did that. He was able to play about that. He was able to do that, right? And it's a beautiful thing, because I would have not thought about it, right? No, I know what you're going to say. Yeah, but Ink, I saw some of your nature corn. They're amazing. I was lucky. So the thing with my nature corn is, is that I'm out there so often that I'm out to put a good videos. It's like when you're gambling. And again, I'm not saying that you should gamble, but like when you're gambling, who's gonna win? The person who buys a ticket, or the person that buys 100 tickets? In some cases, the one ticket will win, but in most cases, it's gonna be the 100, right? So the guy who goes outside 100 times a year possibly will have a couple of good videos. So yeah, so with Shao, he has this intelligence when it comes to the lighting. He has this intelligence when it comes to the to the surrounding, the landscape. He has this really good intelligence, right? And it's funny because Shao was watching one of my videos. Said, "Yo, we can see your paper on the wall is not nice." I'm like, okay, I'm gonna take him out, and I took him out, and it was his ID, you know. Shao was there when it was talking about the intro. Don't like it's your boy Ink, but you see, and Shao is that in presentation. Shao, if you point a camera at him, he's shy. He's gonna shy away, right? And that's all his honors, but he has good ID for behind the scene. Janice, same thing. Janice has amazing ID. She's another one of my great friends. Janice is an amazing human being. Janice is gonna have great ID when it comes to concept. He's gonna say, "Hey, dude, film this video, wear a green shirt. I'm gonna take care of the rest. You can do a montage. You're gonna be good, right? It's cool ID. It's out there, right? It's something. It's nice because Janice is more so like, hey, Janice is more so. You see, Shao, he has a more so and again, I'm talking about the two of them because the two of them are my closest friend when it comes to content. Shao has a good mindset when it comes to presentation. Janice has a better understanding of analytic. So they say, okay, well, you should change your thumbnails. Okay, you change your titles. Okay, well, film on horizontally because it doesn't look good. Okay, well, you know what, this video is a bit too long. You can do it quicker. Or you're gonna do this video. You're gonna take a video, and even at a certain degree, I had a friend called Raven, and she disappeared because social media wasn't for her. It was a lot of pressure. There was a certain person in my stream that was being sexual towards her. That person was dealt with, was blocked, but still. And she used to do montage. I had this friend called Ad, she does montage, and she loves it. I couldn't do montage. I'm a pack rat, so I keep everything. I'm like fuck. I understand that the video will be better without this, but I did say this, right? We had a video yesterday, no, 2 days ago, of Pokemon pack opening. So when you play Pokemon TCG on the phone, you can open pack per day. I don't play TCG, but I like opening up pack. And 2 days ago, I didn't post it, and yesterday I was thinking about it, and today I was thinking about it, and I'm like, fuck. There's nothing you can do. You deleted it without posting it. You deleted it. There's nothing you can do, but it's still in the back of my mind, you know. There's video where I'm gonna talk about something, and I was proven wrong, where I disagree with what I was saying back then because I didn't have an understanding that I have right now. This is a growth that we have in social media. And when I'm talking about growth, I'm not talking about followers. I'm not talking about subscribers. I'm not talking about likes, comments, and community. But I'm talking about, in general, the growth we had as a human being. Not the Ink growth, but the Stefan growth, right? And there's things that I've said 3 years ago that I don't agree with. Now, they're not outrageous. I'm not talking about pro neo-capitalism or pro neo-societism, or I'm not talking about a dictatorship and implemented dictatorship. So there are things like where I'm like, okay, well, for example, one of the easiest example, people at work were assholes because they didn't defend me when a person was bullying me. They did defend me, and it was like, yo, well, they thought that because I allowed the person to because I allowed the person to abuse me like that, they thought I didn't care, right? And then I was the asshole because they said this guy doesn't care about work, right? And I was the asshole because why he doesn't give a fuck. Nobody was gonna allow that a person taught him like that. He doesn't give a fuck, so he's completely disconnected with reality, right? So we have a different understanding, and because we have a different understanding now today, I understand that they were thinking like that, right? I understand they were thinking like that. I don't think they're assholes, but back then I was mad, right? And yeah, it's but then you live and learn. And for example, if I had a video, right, am I gonna start deleting videos that I don't agree with what I'm saying? No, because it's a growth, right? It's a growth. I wish I had one of my videos that I loved making the most was about a year or 2 years ago, and it was a context of would I have liked to make videos earlier on when I was younger, right? But earlier on I was an asshole. I was a fucking dick. Yes, I don't know. I don't know. I do not know, right? So, with that being said, with the funk, see, and with the funk, there's out of body experiences with the funk. There's out of body experiences that are very, very, very weird. If I had to pinpoint one of them, which would be the craziest one, would possibly be I was watching One Piece. There's a scene where One Piece they escape from the villains, and they're on horseback. Sounds good. Sounds great. Cool. And then Captain Erwin, speech. And then I was seeing that. And it's like Soldier Rage.
Ever wondered if your thumb could be worth its
right?
weight in
And it's
Bitcoin?
fucking great.
Welcome to
This
Bitcoin
game,
Miner,
I was on TikTok
where
and
every
I got
tap is
4
a-
warning threats.
There's no point. Yes, we are.
And since we're dying anyway, you're saying that it's better?
Others as you lie bleed. Our lives are meaningless.
Again?
Does that mean that there was no point in our being born? Would you say that of our slain comrades? What about their lives? Were they meaningless? They were not! Their memory serves as an example to us all! The courageous fallen, the anguished fallen. Their lives have meaning because we, the living, refuse to forget them. And as we ride to certain death, we trust our successors to do the same for us. Because my soldiers do not buckle or yield when faced with the cruelty of this world.
My Soldier Rage.
My soldiers push forward. My soldiers scream out. My soldiers rage.
Fucking goosebump. Now, the next scene, he's getting killed. So, kind of crazy. But at the same time, I was thinking about that scene, right? Right? Now, there's a point of that scene, and I know it by heart, right? Because I'm a crazy dude who was inspired by that speech. And there's a scene where it doesn't explain our comrade being slain, right? Because our sacrifices, the sacrifice has to mean something. Because the sacrifice means something, we have to keep fighting. Because if we don't keep fighting, the sacrifice means nothing. Those comrades are myself. I suffer making those videos. I suffer. I had pain, blood, sweat, and tears. I had moments where I lost my mind and I lost my fucking mind making those videos, right? But I'm still fighting. And if I give up now, and that's huge. That's huge because there's some points where I want to give up on making videos. Then I talk about everybody that says, no, you can't. You won't make it. I wanted to prove them wrong. Okay, fuck you. I'm going to prove you wrong, right? Now, because that's... I had a funk. Now, I've been depressed in the past. I've been burnt out in the past, but I never had this feeling. Now I'm going to be watching another one. Lost my mind. After this, I'm going to the bathroom.
Like Vincent Van Gogh, dedicated his life to his art and lost his mind in the process. That's happened to me. But when that gold belt was around my waist, when my mother has a big mansion, when my girlfriend has a different car for every day of the week, when my kids have everything they ever want, then it will pay. Then I'm happy I lost my mind, yeah? I've lost my mind doing this game, yeah? Like Vincent Van Gogh. He dedicated his life to his art and lost his mind in the process. That's happened to me. But when that gold belt was around my waist, when my mother has a big mansion, when my girlfriend has a different car for every day of the week, when my kids have everything they ever want, then it will pay. Then I'm happy I lost my mind, yeah? I've lost my mind doing this game, yeah? Like Vincent Van Gogh. He dedicated his life to his art and lost his mind in the process. That's happened to me. But when that gold belt was around my waist, when my mother has a big mansion, when my girlfriend has a different car for every day of the week, when my kids have everything they ever want, then it will pay. Then I'm happy I lost my mind, yeah? I've lost my mind doing this game, yeah? Like Vincent Van Gogh.
Now, you mean like Conor McGregor, you may dislike Conor McGregor, but you have to admire the speech, right? Now, I'm extremely lucky, because I've had my entire life ADHD. So I understand, somewhat, most of how my mind is working, right? Which is a blessing. Now, what if those two videos, those two clips, came back to my mind for a specific reason, right? What if Didn't matter that I had a funk. And again, this is the ending. It's a very different ending than I had planned yesterday. What if those clips came to mind as an answer to my funk? What if why am I in a funk doesn't matter? What if the healing of my funk was the important part? What if, just like Erwin said, and again, it's fucking characters, it's fucking human beings, it's not me. That's how did I start this video? Somebody asked me for help. How am I gonna end this video? Myself helping myself out. Me helping myself out. I don't know how you say that. But what if I was in a tunnel, right? What if all of those previous passage, all of those previous wounds were sacrifices and they were meaningless until I continue, unless I continue? What if I wasn't giving up? What if I had to rage? And rage is fighting back, right? What if the biggest sacrifice of this life path, this dream being, what if the hardest thing about this dream being realized was losing my mind, sacrificing mental sanity? What if that was the biggest thing to do? It's already done. I lost my mind last year. Right? All of this had already happened. What if the next step was salvation? What if the next step was nirvana? What if the next step was conclusion? Did I get to choose if it's a happy conclusion or a negative conclusion? Then you realize that the fact that I was in a funk is pointless. How I feel tomorrow is pointless. Like, as long as I can promise you guys, I won't stop. I will not stop. Then the funk doesn't matter. It never did. Last 47 minutes didn't matter. They never did. Anyway, I love you guys. Take it easy. I know we were to end the video, right? But I had those two speeches and I have goosebumps. And that's how you know they're right. Up here, I may think they're right. In here, I know they are. That's all that matters. Love you guys. Take it easy. Peace.